before we dive into the epic battles of Monkey D. Luffy from the popular series One Piece. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to stay up to date on all the latest anime news and reviews. Over the past 25 years, the world of One Piece has taken fans on an epic adventure, providing them with numerous unforgettable battles. And while the action in One Piece has gained widespread attention lately with the introduction of Gear 5 and the flashy animation of the Egghead arc, the series features many outstanding fights that remain relevant even with their more basic animation. And in the world of One Piece, Luffy's battles vary greatly, from intense, spectacular duels against formidable foes such as Kaido, Doflamingo, and Lucci, to poignant encounters with fellow crewmates and lighthearted skirmishes against characters like Foxy and Danelle. Well, the diversity of these fights ensures that each fan has their own unique favorite, although the aforementioned battles are undoubtedly among the most popular ones. Coming in at number 10 is the battle between Luffy and Foxy. The Long Ring Longland arc may be considered filler content by some, but the final battle between Luffy and Foxy is undeniably laugh out loud funny. The Davy back fight between the two is particularly notable for the recurring Afro Luffy joke, and Usopp's side-splitting boxing coach act, which never failed to entertain fans. At number 9 is the battle between Luffy and Crocodile. As one of Luffy's earliest foes in the Grand Line, Crocodile stands out among all previous enemies that Luffy has faced. The battle between Crocodile and Luffy serves as an impressive early demonstration of Luffy's determination and resourcefulness, as he is compelled to devise a strategy to bypass Crocodile's Logia abilities, which is my Pismedia. Coming in at number 8 is the battle between Luffy and the Admirals. And one unforgettable scene from the Marineford arc is when Luffy appears in front of the Admirals clinging to a shattered mast. And then, although he had been decisively beaten by Kizaru at Sadaori, Luffy bravely confronts Aokiji, Akainu, and Kizaru, the Navy's elite forces, ready to take them on. It means reaching his brother Ace. At number 7 is the battle between Luffy and Usopp, among the most impactful early battles in the series. Luffy and Usopp's fight during their stay at Water 7 is particularly notable. This confrontation, ignited by the dilemma of leaving their beloved ship, the Going Merry, behind, is a rich tapestry of intricate emotions that subtly reveals the power structures among the Straw Hat crew in a way not previously seen military stories. Coming in at number 6 is the battle between Luffy and Ino, despite the criticism often directed towards the Skypiea arc. The final showdown between Enel and Luffy is undeniably captivating. Enel, portrayed as an omnipotent, omniscient, self-declared deity, establishes himself as a formidable adversary, and this battle may have laid the groundwork for Luffy's future encounters, particularly his conflict with the D-Clan and the Celestial Dragons, serving as an early glimpse of the larger power struggle that was yet to unfold. At number 5 is the battle between Luffy and Sanji. Just as the clash between Usopp and Luffy had a heavy emotional impact, so does the confrontation between Sanji and Luffy during their adventure on Whole Cake Island. At the heart of this struggle, Sanji departs from the Straw Hat crew to shield them from engaging in a battle with his own family, particularly Big Mom. And coming in at number 4 is
the battle between Luffy and Doflamingo.
As a diehard One Piece fan, I must admit that the Dressrosa art isn't everyone's cup of tea due to its uneven pacing in the anime. However, the grand showdown between Doflamingo and Luffy was nothing short of spectacular. And the peak of this epic battle undeniably lies in the introduction of Gear Fourth, a moment that sent shivers down our spines, just as much as the debut of Gear 5 did. At number 3 is the battle between Luffy and Lucci. But between the intense original battle at Egghead and the more recent rematch, some might find the confrontation between Luffy and Luffy during the Enies lobby to be slightly superior. The original fight was momentous, as it saw Luffy unveil 2 brand new skills, Gear Second and Gear Third. Before the time skip, this battle was one of Luffy's most grueling fights on record. And coming in at number 2 is the battle between Luffy and Katakuri. Apart from the emotional confrontation between Luffy and Sanji, the Whole Cake Island saga offered fans one of the finest battles in One Piece history against one of its most esteemed antagonists. And what makes the battle between Luffy and Katakuri so remarkable is the undercurrent of mutual respect and sportsmanship between them. And finally, at number 1 is the battle between Luffy and Kaido. In terms of Luffy's battles in the series One Piece, the monumental showdown against Kaido in Wano stands out as a battle that requires no explanation. This epic confrontation between Kaido and Luffy is, without a doubt, the longest fight in One Piece so far, lasting across 162 episodes from when Luffy reaches the rooftop in episode 914 to his ultimate victory over Kaido in episode 1076. And that's a wrap. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.